Hi, I'm Andrew from Andrew's Guitar Channel, and today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to play Go Insane by Lindsey Buckingham of Fleetwood Mac. Now, for us people that are not very confident in our singing, this is a great song because it carries its own without the need to sing. It's a fairly complicated song, so I've broken it down into 7 sections to make it easier to learn. The setup on your guitar is standard tuning, and you're placing the capo on the 4th fret. When I refer to your fret numbers, I will be talking about them as in relationship to the capo. The string numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, one last thing, when you play this song, you're going to want to play it slowly. So without further ado, let's learn to play Go Insane. This is section 1. And section 1 can be divided into 4 parts. All 4 parts are just variation on a theme. I'm going to play through it once, and then we're going to dissect it. Okay, let's dissect what we just saw. First of all, we're going to do harmonics on the 12th fret, on the 5th string and the 1st string, followed by the 7th fret, 5th string, 1st string. Then we go to do an A minor chord and we do a pull off. Let's do that again. Pull off. Okay, then that's followed by, and this is the bar that keeps changing over every one of these 4 parts. And we're just picking out that A minor chord. And then the next thing we do is we're going to climb up the neck of the guitar, 3rd fret, 4th string, 1st string, 5th fret. And we add a little vibrato. Okay, and that here is the 1st string 7th fret with the 2nd string open. And then we go to the 8th fret with a pull off, and the bass note is on the 5th string open. And then an A minor chord again, and then pick it out like this. So let's do that again. Let's take it from. Okay, that's first version. Now, second part, same thing with the harmonics. But now when we pick out that A minor chord, it goes like this. So, and then back up. Okay, 3rd version, much the same. Now we're going to pick out that A minor chord again a different way. 5th string is your bass string. Pull off, and then back up to this. Okay, 4th version. Okay, now this is a different way of picking out that A minor chord. Watch carefully. There's going to be a pull off on the second string. Okay, I'm going to slow that down for you now. Again. And then climb up again. And then very lightly on that third string, second fret. And that's going to lead us into section 2. Section 2 is going to be divided into 2 very similar parts. Let's break that down. We start off with a chord where you have the first and second string fretted at the 5th fret and the 4th string fretted at the 3rd fret. And we simply pluck that out, slide it down to the 3rd fret for the 1st and 2nd string and the 2nd fret for the 4th string. And let go. And then we're going to go to something like an A chord without your index finger. Pluck that out. Then go to an A minor formation, and we're going to strum that out. Then we go to this chord, which is the 2nd and 4th string fretted at the 3rd fret, and the 3rd and 5th string fretted at the 2nd fret. And I want you to notice how I've placed my hand. Normally we would pluck things out with our thumb for these 3 strings, and the higher strings, these fingers. However, I move my hand up to make this a little easier to pluck it out. So just watch. Okay, and then we're going to go to this chord here. And then let's pluck out an A minor chord. Okay, just watch that again, because we do go to an open string. Then, back to the same thing, only different. Again, we go back to that funny chord we started at the beginning, but a little different plucking. And then slide it down. And then back to the modified C chord. And this time we only strum it out 3 times. The first is a quarter note, and the second 2 strums are half notes. Back to the other weird chord. I don't know the name of these chords. Go to an E minor. And there you have it. Now we're going to go to section 3. Section 3 is very much like section 1. It's broken into 2 parts, and it's more variations on the same theme. Okay, let's have a look at that. This section is very much like section 1, part 4. It starts off with the same harmonics. The only difference is this part right here. Because you're adding 2 more notes. You're adding the 2nd and the 3rd string. 1 the last time we did this, it would be like this. But instead, okay. That's it. Now we go into the second part, which is exactly like section 1, part 3. And that's just picking out the A minor chord before we go into section 4. Section 4 is very much like section 2, only again, more variations on a theme. Okay, let's go over that. The main difference is the timing of some of the picking arrangements. The start on this section is the same as section 2, except we're throwing in a few more notes there. And the second bar, we've changed the timing. The first time we saw this, it was doing. So that's the difference. And again, we see a little difference here. The timing again is the big difference. You're strumming it one less time. Okay, this is that funny chord again. And then instead of doing this chord, we're just doing one finger. And the last time we did this, it was more like this. And now we're doing A minor, and then back again. So that's all there is to that section.